Have you ever wondered what happens when you time travel? Well, that's what happened to me. Last week, I was walking home from school, and I saw this weird-looking metal capsule that had a blue orb on the top. I was curious, so I decided to check it out. When I got very close to it, the capsule immediately opened. Inside, there was a digital clock that read the year 2025. This only seemed to spark my curiosity further. I stepped inside before the capsule suddenly closed. I started to panic and I tried banging on the capsule, hoping the doors would open, but I was stuck inside. Suddenly, there was a huge flash of white. It temporarily blinded me, so I had to cover my eyes. Finally, the flash cleared. I looked at my clothes, and they looked like they were from modern South Korea. I looked at the clock, and I saw the year was 1776. I stepped outside, and I realized that I was in the middle of a concert in Seoul, South Korea. And I get a closer look at the stage. I saw a woman with blue hair, a white collar, and a black dress. I noticed that she looked exactly like Thomas Jefferson's wife, Martha Skelton Jefferson. And also, she looked similar to most of my depictions of her in my alternate universe. I loved the music, everyone was loving the music. After the concert, I was with Martha Jefferson in her house. Both of us were sitting on the living room couch, watching a samurai movie on TV. Both of us were eating ramyeon. The ramen tasted pretty good overall. As the movie was about to end, Martha turned to me. "You should help me make my music," Martha whispered in my ear. I smiled and nodded at her. I kind of like to make music in my free time. "Now it's time to get ready for bed," Martha told me. I went to the bathroom to brush my teeth before I dressed up in Korean pajamas. Finally, I got to the bedroom. The bed was very close to the floor, but I was okay with it. I flopped onto the bed with a sigh, and so did Martha Jefferson. The next day, we were in a music studio, recording our newest instrumental music. While we were working on the music, I got curious about something. "Why don't you sing at all?" I asked Martha. You don't need that many words to communicate or sing with," Martha replied. I nodded, understanding what Martha was saying. "I understand now." Martha looked back at her computer. "We finished the drums. Now time for the main beat." We immediately got to work on the main beat. I was having lots of fun with this song. Making music does make people feel good. Out of nowhere, Martha said that she is having a music tour next week in Virginia. The news took me by shock. I was like, "You're having a music tour next week?" Yes, I am," Martha nodded. But I was afraid. What if our music wasn't good enough? I asked Martha. "Don't worry, we'll be fine," Martha Jefferson reassured. "Okay, I believe you." I sighed and took a deep breath. We resumed working on the song, testing different styles and beats to see which would work best. I turned to Martha again. "But what will the colonists there think?" I felt worried for her. "Your blue hair, your behavior, even our clothes." "I told you, we'll be fine," Martha Jefferson reassured again. After some time of working on the song, we decided to take a break for a few minutes on our living room couch. Now, I was curious, very curious, so I decided to walk around the house for a bit. Martha followed me around, watching every move I did. "Looking for something?" Martha asked. "No, it's just, I'm curious about this house." I shrugged. So, Martha Jefferson decided to show me around the house. The kitchen, the bathroom, the bedrooms, even the backyard. While we were in the backyard, I saw a hot tub and a pool. After a few hours, we finally managed to finish the song, sighing in relief. "Finally, we're done." Martha Jefferson gave me a high five, and so did I. Time for dinner. Later in bed, I turned to look to see if Martha was still there, and she was missing. I got up and began to look for her. I turned my head around, and there was some rustling noises coming from the bathroom. I slowly walked toward the bathroom before opening the door. There I saw Martha, light purple patterns on her hands, neck, and face. One of her eyes was yellow. I was surprised to see those patterns on her. She looked like one of those demons from K-pop demon hunters. "You're a demon?" I took a step closer to Martha. "No! No! This isn't what it looks like!" Martha backed away, trying to hide those marks from me. But I took another step closer. "Don't hide those, please." I begged her not to hide the marks. I can't show them. Martha still refused to show the marks. Please, I begged her one more time. Fine. Martha finally decided to show the purple marks. It's okay, I reassured Martha, putting a hand on her shoulder. I was genuinely worried for her. You don't have to hide. You know, this felt like I was comforting Rumi after people found out she was half demon. No more hiding. Martha smiled once again. Not all demons are evil after all. Back in South Korea, I saw Martha in that same concert area where I first met her. I looked back at the time machine. Martha, I have to go now. I looked her in the eye. That's too bad. Martha frowned a bit. I promise I'll meet you another time. I went back into the time machine before the doors closed. Now, I was back in the year 2025. The surroundings still the same. I have learned a lot of things from this experience. You don't need many words to communicate. And most importantly, not all demons are evil after all.